Have you ever wondered why some watches cost more than a luxury car or even a house? Well, one of the most expensive watch brands in the world is Richard Mille, whose timepieces can go for millions of dollars. But what makes Richard Mille watches so expensive and desirable? Let's find out.
Are you struggling to explain your idea? Your audience is not getting what you're trying to say. An animated explainer video is a perfect solution for you. Explainer video simplifies any complex ideas through engaging animations, transitions, voiceovers, and meaningful scripts, which all together create a fun experience for any viewer. And here comes 10 Studio, a team of skilled professionals dedicated to creating engaging explainer videos. With over thousands completed projects, we have the expertise to create explainer videos that break down your message and connect with your audience. Get in touch with 10 Studio today.
Richard Mille founded his eponymous brand in 1999 with a vision: to make watches as precision-engineered as Formula One cars. The audacious styling and six-figure price of his first watch, RM001, sent shockwaves through the industry. But this was just the starting lap for Richard Mille's marketing genius. By sponsoring high-profile ambassadors like Rafael Nadal, Michelle Yeoh, and Pharrell Williams, the brand gained maximum exposure among the rich and famous. Soon, Richard Mille watches became a must-have status symbol. The billionaire's handshake phrase perfectly captured the elite social signaling value of wearing one. Richard Mille pulls out all the stops when it comes to materials technology. We're talking about ultra-exotic substances normally found in spacecraft, luxury cars, and America's cup yachts. The signature tonneau cases use materials like titanium, carbon TPT, and quartz TPT. These provide immense strength while keeping the watch feather-light. The unique patterns in carbon TPT layers make each case visually distinctive. Every Richard Mille watch literally has its own fingerprint. Don't forget the sapphire crystal displays showcasing skeletonized internals, and the occasional use of actual solid gold in case construction. The costs of developing and working these space-age materials get passed on to the client, but it also gives the watch an unmistakable high-tech allure. One look at a Richard Mille watch, and you can see the obsession with technical innovation. The ergonomic tonneau case carved out of difficult materials is an engineering marvel in itself. Skeletonized dials reveal the inner complexity of the watch, while maintaining perfect legibility. A tricky balance to achieve. Richie, as true fans affectionately call him, also packs complications like tourbillons, annual calendars, and dual time zones into his watches. Don't forget the athletic functionality either. These timepieces can time-lapse and withstand massive G-forces thanks to F1-style shock protection systems. When you're paying supercar money, you expect cutting-edge design and watchmaking, and Richard Mille certainly delivers. Well, their stunning design is not the sole reason for their high-end price. It's because they are racing machines on the wrist. They are diminutive marvels of technology, made with high-end materials that can withstand extreme conditions. They are also limited editions, crafted with complex mechanisms that showcase the artistry and skill of the watchmakers. Plus, they are designed to perform at the highest level, even in the most demanding situations. They are tested and worn by top athletes, such as Rafael Nadal and Felipe Massa, who push them to the limit on the court and on the track. They are also water-resistant, scratch-resistant, and shock-resistant, thanks to the use of sapphire crystal and other innovative materials. Every screw, gear, and component in a Richard Mille watch is engineered to F1 specifications for durability. Because what good is a $500,000 watch if it can't hold up in professional racing conditions? Here's where Richard Mille really revs up his creative engines. Take the RM001, his firstborn watch. It was the first ever tourbillon with shock protection. The base plate materials are just as advanced. Titanium, Titalit, and carbon nanofibers are regular features. Don't see those too often in old-school Swiss brands. And while Richard Mille doesn't necessarily invent new watch complications, they are masters at taking existing mechanisms to the next level. Like the flying tourbillon in the RM5602 with its crazy cable suspension system. Or the elaborate annual calendar displays that still maintain perfect symmetry. When you pay for a Richard Mille, a huge chunk of that money funds materials and engineering research, and the fruits of that high-tech horology R&D are plain to see. With demand constantly outstripping supply, Richard Mille maintains an iron grip on exclusivity. Did you know they make only 5,000 watches a year globally? Making things even more exclusive are the mini runs of 5 to 50 pieces for certain specialty models. Of course, this means waitlists often stretch 3 years or more for the most sought-after pieces. But that's all part of Mr. Mille's plan to create his own mythic status in the luxury watch universe. Don't be fooled by the modern exterior. Inside, these are some of the most artfully finished high watchmaking calibers around. The hand-applied anglage on bridges and plates, circular Côtes de Genève patterns, and engraved balance cocks showcase old-world mastery. Combined with the edgy case designs, you get an alluring fusion of cutting-edge and classic. And we haven't even talked about the thousands of hours of intense labor these details require. When you consider each watch being assembled over the years, the astronomical pricing starts making a bit more sense. Richard Mille understands the power of the right connections. That's why you'll see his watches on the wrists of distinguished celebrities and athletes. They collaborate with some of the best and most famous names in various fields, such as sports, art, and fashion. For example, Richard Mille has partnered with tennis legend Rafael Nadal, Formula One driver Felipe Massa, singer Pharrell Williams, and actress Margot Robbie. These celebrities not only endorse the brand, but also wear the watches in extreme conditions, such as on the court, on the track, or on the red carpet. This showcases the performance, durability, and elegance of Richard Mille watches, and also attracts more attention and admiration from fans and media. Finally, their pricing psychology. Richard Mille watches are expensive because they are meant to be expensive. The brand deliberately sets a high price to create a perception of luxury, quality, and prestige. This is a common strategy in the luxury market, where price is not only a reflection of value, but also a signal of status and taste. By wearing a Richard Mille watch, you are telling the world that you are joining an elite club of Richard Mille owners who share a common passion for innovation and excellence. For billionaires, what better way to signal status than by wearing a timepiece costing several times more than a luxury vehicle? There you have it, folks. An inside look at why Richard Mille timepieces cost as much as a mansion down payment. From cutting-edge engineering to marketing genius, Mr. Mille has created a luxury juggernaut in record time. Let us know in the comments, would you mortgage your house for one of these high-performance creatures? Or are they just overpriced status symbols?